I'm gonna go ahead and do this video. Already we got the Ace of Pentacles. I'm gonna say something right now. Hold on. Always follow your intuition. It's fucked up. Last night my vision started to get bad blurry, which is oftentimes a sign that you're being pulled out your body. Some trying to kill you off. I think there's frequencies. I think 179 hertz, 900 combined with 173 or something. The one I used to use back in the day can help you get your timeline back and all of that. I'm not gonna say too much. I saw something that really pissed me off in the middle of the fucking night. Anyways, with that being said, I noticed that, it's like the other day, I noticed the cars weren't organic when they were moving. I got the frankincense and myrrh. Got it right here. To the party. I'm a lot happier because I'm taking my own spiritual advice. Right there. Yeah, I got a deal on that motherfucker. And I never felt happier. I felt a lot happier. Anyways, I noticed that it should just start to seem normal again. I started to see more organic traffic. It seems like when I see shit coming around here, it's the same cars and it's deliberate. I'm not in my, I know for a fact, I ain't delusional. I'm fucking weird and idiosyncratic, but I'm not delusional. I'm not in my conventional reality. And I'm going to start putting, like I used to do back in the day, especially when I lived on the PCH, still photos and all of that. Anyways, with that being said, I started to see, like, it didn't feel, what's that word? Not sporadic or spastic. It's the opposite of organic. No, it's not the opposite. The antonym of organic, but it's a similar word. And things just seem, it didn't seem, not surreal, but it didn't seem veritable. It seemed off. With that being said, I'm going to say this. I've been using frequency in 295 hertz combined with 695 hertz at as many zeros at the beginning of 5. 3002 hertz. 3000 hertz is a really good number for getting your shit back. Master Builder. Everything good comes in threes. That's actually two. Two in numerology is Master Builder. But I'm just going to go ahead and say I've been feeling good today. I've been feeling a lot better. And hopefully, I've just been seeing them timelines. And it's the most evil thing. That's why I'm hell-bent to resolve it and get this shit done. I don't like what I see. All these people who are fucking... I don't even care about money or wealth. But to see motherfuckers thriving on a poor fucking individual just pisses me the fuck off. It's the most evil fucking thing. I've been told other people, other spirits, terriers I've gone to, spirit guides and all of that. It's the most fucking psychopathic shit you can ever fucking imagine. And I'm just... I kept hearing my dad and telling me that Santa Murphy hell around. When someone tries to grab you, I learned from this whole thing. You hear the voices of their victims and sound bites in certain times where they were talking. And I could hear my father from that August 22nd, 2022 timeline. I saw for a fact he was in the Rothschild's hell realm. And we've been trying to get him. You can use 115 hertz, which is good for finding anybody out there. 115, 50 hertz combined with 115 hertz combined with there's a frequency that I use all the fucking time. I almost want to say 3002 hertz or 295 hertz, 295 combined with 115 hertz is very, very good for finding motherfuckers in really fucked up situations. 115 hertz alone. 1150 hertz is also very, very good. You know, like using my own subconsciousness like the other day, they'll try to disappear the victims and make it extremely hard. So I was in that legs here over it. So I know my fucking father looked like the Mario brothers. He was a Mexican in his past life. That's why he's always been a very humble man, a very good man. Napoleon Williams Jr., Linda Williams. All this shit is real. It's some evil ass Khazar fucking Jews. Kike motherfuckers, Khazar Kike motherfuckers, the Rothschilds. Yeah, I heard they ain't even human. I don't know, man, but they've been killing off my parents. I've been trying to fuck them up in the spirit plane, trying to look for them. 115 hertz combined with I think it's 115 hertz alone. Add as many zeros at the end and beginning as possible. 1150 hertz is great for finding anybody, and use these frequencies. Just take the numbers like 114 combined with 730, you know, and you could find motherfuckers through that. Child start with Adam Wise hopping. From what I understand, you got Maison de Vaudeville. They got places like Gita's and shit in the spirit plane that they frequent, where they have like fucking. If you've ever seen that movie Hostel, it's the same thing where they got fucking children that are taxidermied and turned into like child models and shit that you would read on Reddit's No Sleep. I used to enjoy reading before all of this, and you know, my rally ain't the same. As well as what else? I want to say creepypasta. I used to like that back in the day, man. That was one of my favorite reads. You know, they started having very interesting reads on there. One of my favorite authors was Carl B. 1968. He actually wrote about hell rooms, which was very accurate. You know, when you're hearing all that, blah, 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 there's oftentimes subconscious of them beings talking, like, you know, saying the word they saying. Fuck with she fuck with trying to get them back out of bitch's consciousness. That's my boy. I had somebody very powerful help in the middle of the night. You know, I'm happy I'm taking initiative now. My spirit team couldn't handle shit the way things were. There was a lot of creepypastas that were really, really good. I didn't see that shit before. But it's too much shit going on. I know the truth. Some motherfuckers don't lie when they tell me shit. But it's hard to fucking deal with when your shit inward is fucked up. I'm not gonna lie. That's why frankincense, it's beautiful. I love wearing frankincense and myrrh. I smell better now. You know, I'm not big on wearing like fucking deodorants and shit. I believe in being natural like I used to on the PCH. I used to take my little baths in water. I use lavender oil, which is good for getting rid of unclean spirits. I also got a frequency where it's just combined different frequencies, which is very good for getting rid of unclean spirits. It works on Telemunas, aka Santa Muerte. I use peppermint. It was peppermint oil. I shouldn't have used that because it made me smell like a pickle. I didn't like the smell of it. For a while, I was using baking soda under my deodorant. That's deodorant. And then you had... there was another one. My favorite, tea tree oil, which is good for helping your hair grow. Still gonna fuck with. But anyways, with that being said, it's very depressing, and I'm determined to do something about it. And I know exactly how to deal with it. I was able to get back in my body when I got pulled out a long time ago. And, you know, it's fucked up. Situation is fucked up, but it won't. I'm gonna do something about it. I don't like what I see. I don't, knowing what money is, seeing what the Rothschilds and all of that truly are. They made a deal along with the Windsors, making a deal with them, clenching the deal with them, with some beings outside of our universe, where they give them so much amount of money. I don't see what they determined as money. When you read about the Anunnakis or Rise Sitchin, you think of gold. Nah, that shit looks stale as fuck. You think of gold, but some ain't right. You think of gold. And, I don't look as bad, thankfully. Not as bad as I did before. But anyways, as I was saying, they give them like an allotment. Prince Andrew, like I say, I'm not a big fan of motherfucker because what I saw you do my brother in that timeline. They give him like $12 for him to go scour sex workers and all that shit. 446 search, add as many zeros at the end, beginning all around as possible. With that being said, the problem eyes look a little bit lighter, but not. I still fucked up. Like somebody beat my ass incessantly. But anyways, as I was saying before, they do something, where they do usury. And they print the money out from nowhere, and they allot it to different nations using the power, consciousness of this shit. Allotted from them beings to control humanity. It's true. And, they allot the money, printed money that comes from nowhere to different countries. And there's always Alpha Bulan, which is the real name for Africa. Always get short-sighted because everything is in that motherfucker. All the resources that get raided for the world and all of that is in that motherfucker. Motherfucker's like a whole different fucking parallel universe. Talk about Antarctica. I don't know what the indigenous name for that is. With that being said, it's very fucked up what I've seen. Printing money. It's talking about printing money. It's very fucked up what I've seen, what these other people are getting off on. I'm not going to tolerate it. I fucked up on August 22nd, 2022. But I fucked up. Seeing my parents stuck in hell realms and all that, and hearing that from Telemunes is hell realm. Nah, that's confirmation. That can't be negated. And I'm pissed off about it. Anyways, all right. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and do these cards. I mean, that's the most depressing ass motherfucking thing. I feel that I gotta do something about that Telemunes and that Cassandra Nunes. That's an evil motherfucker. That's just the most fucked up shit. But like I said, I'm determined to do something about it. I felt something try to fucking control my consciousness a couple of fucking minutes ago, telling me meds and all of that, you know, and I'm just like, nah, I'm not, I ain't gonna say this, I'm not gonna say that. So I gotta get this shit off. That's why I've been wearing that frankincense and mirror like a motherfucker. And I'm just gonna use it consistently, you know, just for the fact alone it makes me smell better and I feel better with it. So anyways, in the obstacle position, we got the Lovers. And I feel like the Lovers is in an adverse position because you have a lot of shit going up against you, contesting you. You have abetment, but you also have something that's fucking with you. Like Cassandra Nunez. Somebody extraordinarily that's fucking with you. Ace of Pentacles is the present position. I think that you are in a very propitious position. It's like well, that's ancestral. 195 hertz is the calling of your ancestral power. What is it? What's that frequency? 195 hertz. We got 195 hertz. We got um 446 hertz is personal empowerment. I feel like you're coming into that. You're coming into a very propitious place where you know things are going to work out. You just keep following what you're supposed to do. 3 of Pentacles. That's, you have a lot of help. I feel like that's the energy that circumvents you. You know, you got people that's looking out for you. You got 9 of Wands right there. But you have people that's looking out for you and you can't even see it. 8 of Cups is where you at. Eight of Cups is the energy. That's the subconscious. And I feel like you're going in a new direction that's actually going to be good for you. 7 of Cups, as a matter of fact, is the goals card. And I feel like you ain't taking no deviations, no diversions. Instead, you're going in the direction of what you know to be right. You're following intuition. God, self, providence, like would say, the world. That's, I don't want to. It's the advice card, and that's what something is telling you to go in the direction of. You deserve a lot more. Don't short sight yourself. 9 of Wands is the energy that circumvents around you, and it's the energy you're in. You're surrounded by a lot of stalemates, a lot of blockages. The Fool. Fears and Your Hopes card is the direction you want to go in. I believe that you're in for a new beginning and you don't see it coming. The outcome, King of Swords. You have people working with you who are going to make something materialize that's much needed. With that being said, if you want a more personalized reading, please contact me at ravenbyterror22 at yahoo.com. Peace.